role playing is a part of sex. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, oh my god, no, where the hell did that come from? You really shouldn't. But I'll be more specific and to say that I just have random thoughts sometimes, like just whatever, and I'll either write them down or I will, in this particular case, jot them in a notepad on a phone and then get back to them on those days where I can't think of a damn thing to tell you that doesn't seem like it's just me spewing my day out into a tiny little camera, which isn't necessarily a problem because that's kind of what most of it's about anyway, but here we go. So, role playing, sex, all up in it anyway. For those of you who are feeling very prudish at this moment and thinking, oh my god, don't. Because even when you're sitting, I just had a picture of like 100 different waspy couples doing their version of missionary. But even in that, I mean, you have your role, they have their role. It's just, seriously, do you need to take this down? Can I do that now? Do you mind if I do that now? I'm sure you don't mind if I do that now. But, God, what was I saying? Yes, everybody has their role, you know? I mean, from the second that you're sitting there trying to rub your hand on our ass or smack it really hard, you know, that's a role. That's a game. You're not it's it's all in the moment. It's just it really is. It's a new kind of game that you guys are playing together because it's not everyday life. No, I mean I'm not going to be walking down the street and talking to you about how good that feels and how close I am to coming. No, that's not general conversation. So, yeah, it's a specific event. That's how that's going down. I might have to put like an explicit note on the front of this so that maybe my mom knows quickly. She's so not going to want to hear this. So not going to want to hear this. But, so, you know, it seems almost like when I say these things, I'm going to say something and it's going to be like, oh, I hate using like so much. It will be as if I'm coming from a place of knowledge and, you know, experience. And in some cases, I am. But, doesn't change the truth. Proof. Proof. Truth. I have no idea why proof had to come into it. Probably because I have that mental thought that some of you would ask for proof. Don't think I have. Oh, yes, I do. No, we can give it to you, but I have to think on whether or not I actually have any. I do believe I do. But that's not the point. The point is, I guess this is another moment in helping you give over your frigidity. Frigidity, frigidness. Scrape off some of them ice cubes. Because, ooh, shaking it. Because if the things that I talk about bother you or upset you, it's kind of fucking ridiculous. Because out of pretty much. Okay, I'm being a little exaggerated. I would definitely be on a list of people that you would want to tell you something went wrong. Yeah. Like, if you have to go and inform somebody, it's like, we went in to fix this part of your leg, but something went batshit crazy, and oh my god, but it's okay, because we did some other crazy shit while we were in there, but, whoo, it's great now, so you're good, but, yeah, it was whoa. Now, no, I wouldn't actually say it like that. I really well while we were in the area doing what we had intended on doing, as we had discussed before. There were some, you know. Okay, I'm so going off. I would have had this actually done out. I'm that good. I do that. I'm capable of that. But yeah, so if you're gonna have somebody tell you something shitty, it should probably be a person like me, because I'm gonna do it as sweetly and nicely as I possibly can. But in other things, I'm just gonna really smack you across the face with it like a hard deck, because you need it. Okay? But that's about it for today. Roleplay is sex. Sex is role playing. Like when you guys switch positions and you go from that, there's a reason the positions have different names. Seriously. Like, you could turn the Kama Sutra into a batch of tarot cards. Or, or just a batch of cards, period. I mean, just seriously. Seriously. It's like magic. Ooh. Yeah. So, what was that? That'd be a red. You really wouldn't want that in a red. Could you imagine? Oh, its power would be like floods of sticky blood that just come out of everywhere. And you're trapped. Unless you have like a really good dodge effect. For so many rounds. Yes. Yes, I did just turn sex and a period having vagina into a magic card, because that's what I can do. Sometimes having an overactive, vivid imagination is hard. Like, you want to have a normal conversation with somebody, but you start talking about flowers and posies and pocketful of ashes, ashes. What are your ashes in? Do they decompose? I know that there are chips and pieces. So is it not even good for the environment? Is it bad for the... See where I can go? This is just scratching the surface. It's tips of icebergs. There's so many winding roads. I think that's kind of what I love about my friends, because they end up being like my Sherpas, because we'll be having a conversation, and it's at least in a realm of something I like. So that's part of why they're my friends, because I like them and the things that we do. So we're hovering in this area of things that would spark my mind anyway. So they can, by continuing to discuss with me, keep me in this little cone, which is good. Now, the cone will expand. There's just that, because it's an ever expanding amount of infinite energy. It has to go somewhere. So, yeah, I think that's what one of the really great things about my friends is they give me that centerpiece. They give me the space to swirl out because it's gonna happen. If you, like, if you can't handle the fact that I'm going to go to some really weird, which I don't even see them as weird because it's not weird to think about all of the possibilities. There's a difference between possible and probable. I ponder that a lot, as you might have seen on my Twitter if you ever paid attention. So off topic, but not really, because the main thing that got me thinking about sex being role play was the whole 50 Shades thing, because I was working on the Wild About You videos, and I was like, for all of the absolutely random shit books I've read, because I'll pick up anything pretty much, especially when I first started looking for research. It was crazy, and I got some really crazy shit, but it was good because it was nice to go down a crazy road that somebody else did and I didn't have to. And especially when sometimes I like being a horse with blinders. I'm like, don't give me too many things to run with. And if you give me even the slightest point to jump off of, bitch, you better have been there with me thinking about that point so that I'm not there alone running off into the wilderness not knowing where to stop. That is what directors do sometimes and writers do sometimes. That just drives me absolutely insane. Because I'm like, how could you not see that? That one little moment, that one little thing. There's like 18 of you people that have something in that scene that needs to be seen, needs to be watched. And none of you guys noticed that part was missing by the end. I'm like, I know that it's the director's cut, but give it to me in the deleted scenes, give me to an article, tweet that bitch. I don't fucking know, but just don't leave me running around in the woods by myself. Sometimes it's beautiful to be a sprite, and other times one is ill met by moonlight. Stuff really bothers me. Can you see how bad it really bothers me? Because it really bothers me. Which is why it can be kind of exhausting in a conversation sometimes. Because you either have to have a clear idea of the finite point that you were making when you originally said what you said, or you have to be willing to dive to find it. Because I need one or the other. I need to know exactly what you meant, where it was coming from, what vein it was in. Otherwise, we need to find out. So, roles that we all play. And I don't know, I just balk at the idea of, I know that I haven't read it completely. I think I've barely gotten past the first chapter. But I don't know, just the parts that have been given to me so far are not particularly palatable. I mean, what girl doesn't love hot sex, but that doesn't mean that I need you to be calling me, your dark bitch. But that's not my game. It's a whole nother person's game. They're over there playing like Diablo. We're over here playing Katamari Damacy. Yes, sex is a game. So learn your gamer. Know your gamer. You should know. It's not something you're supposed to know right away, of course. Even if you've been together as a couple for a long time, which I still don't agree with. I swear I get flack from all of my girlfriends. They're like, I, why? Because you have to make them wait. And I'm like, okay, number one, if they're waiting, I'm waiting. Fuck waiting. Number two, I don't want to get emotionally attached to you, and then when we sleep together, you get past the learning threshold and it still sucks. Because then it's just, we're stuck in a really bad situation, and it's like, I really care about you, but oh my god, I don't want your dick anywhere near me. I'm not talking to you, by the way. That is not, like, I'm not. If you get to this point in the video, because I know you don't normally get all the way through the videos, I'm not talking to you, okay? Don't get all fussy. So, yeah. I don't believe in waiting. That's just dumb. I mean, especially because I'm a very in-depth thinker, so I like being able to have those physical cues. Like when I get the text message that says, good morning, or I was thinking about you, I get that tingle in my back that they made me have the other night, and I get that from then breath on my neck. Yeah, that's the kind of memory sensory shit I want going on. I don't want it to be thinking about stuff that never actually happened because it's never going to happen because we don't click like that. That's not the kind of life I need. Who would need that? Nobody needs that. You need to know that your shit's going and yes, there are those people that they have to really care about a person before they can sleep with them. By all means, be that person. Because if you're not going to enjoy the sex, what the fuck is the point of having the sex? I am going to enjoy the ever-loving shit out of the sex. That is why I have the sex. After a certain point, you have to get, like, you know, this sounds so skanky, but whatever. After a certain point, you have to get really good at making sure that you can come no matter how long or not so long your partner can last. Generally, I'm like, if they can't get me off faster than I can masturbating, that's a damn shame. Because truthfully, most of my issue with masturbating is the fact that I feel like such a goof. Because it's like, yeah, don't have someone to do this for me, so I'm sitting here doing it to myself. Yeah. It's like the girl who couldn't afford to get a manicure for prom, but she loves her nails, so she spent the time to take care of them. But, she would rather go and get her nails done. So it might be more like the girl who, I don't know, whatever. Nails, different analogies, different shit. I don't, like, I'm all for masturbating. I enjoy the end of masturbating. I've spent a good amount of time masturbating. But, have to get myself over that hill. I guess it's shame, possibly. Like, yeah, you've got to do this because nobody else is gonna. I don't know. Maybe. A thought came in, so it's possible. I mean, I guess to a point. But I think it also depends on the situation because it's like you guys have been going back and forth for days and you're both exhausted, but if you go another day without getting off, you might kill somebody or die. So you spend like 5 minutes with your favorite porn clips and your, you know, things. Yes, I did say things because in that case I used two, whatever. Um, you guys can think of that in so many different ways. But it's not even as bad as you're thinking. Oh, it's funny. That is so funny. Oh my god. I can just imagine the comments on that. But whatever. Before I start getting into way more of my personal sexies, I'm going to say once again, wow, that thing is all the way out there. Oh my god. Well, it didn't get wet today. So, yeah, we're gonna, this is what we're gonna do so that, like, desexitize with everything. We're gonna take you on a sexy roller coaster. It's like, oh yeah, that's some good talk right there. And the next thing, bitch, are you really doing your hair? And it's sticking out so much. Yep, I really am. Because this is real life. This is my real life. I am really sitting here looking right at you. Wow, the essence of you. I may actually be looking right at you. I have multiple imaginations of what some of you are like, look like, so you never know. A law of averages, I might have actually come out. Mm, does that creep you out? Should it creep me out? Because it kind of does. But it's just, you know, science. Okay, y'all. I think I'm about done with my rambling on. But we did pretty good, right? I think we did. It was a good conversation. I explained to you how our roles work differently. You know, missionary, doggy style, cowgirl, reverse cowgirl, which is essentially just doggy style where the dude gets to be on his back. And whatever. Some could call it lazy doggy, but I really don't because it depends on which dog you're talking about. The bitch or the hound. Um, so, what was the main point of today? Um, no, you're wrong, bitch. No. No. Just don't be so uptight about it. Don't be so surprised by it. Don't be disgusted by it. Your disgust is disgusting. Don't be that. Be the light and the shine and the support and the participants. So, yes, get out there. Share the love. Be the love. Free the love. No, I do not believe in. I don't know. Okay, does like. Because if you go by Austin Powers' accounts, free love would negate the use of condoms, and I think that's just fucking stupid. But aside from that, can't say that I really have a problem with it in most situations. I've definitely had some free love days. So, all we need is love. I don't know how many damn love things I'm gonna go through here before I just get on with the love you guys. Thank you for being here. I hope you are having a good morning, a good afternoon, a good evening, a good night, a good day, a good time for all that ever was and ever will be, and joyous in it as well. As I jingle you around a little bit. Oh, did I jiggle you around a little bit? Was that good for you? Yeah, there. That's about as close as you're gonna get. So, enjoy it. Alright. Go out into the world. Be good. Be bright. Be awesome. Be the better part of someone else's day. Even if that someone else is you. She dropped some profound on it, y'all. Bye. I'll see you here tomorrow. Yes? Okay. You ready? Getting closer. Getting closer. Da-da, da-da, da-da. Oh, if you actually mix that a little bit differently, it could sound porn music-y. So, I guess this video is pretty much going to give you all you will ever get. So enjoy it.